Hello and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for the day. Specific areas in Oman to see impact of tropical condition. Tropical depression, farmers, livestock breeders and fishermen urged to take caution. 3 arrested in Oman for speeding. The cars have been seized. Cargo plane transporting dangerous material crashes in northern Greece. Biden hails UAE's economic initiatives, including recent free trade agreements signed with India. Elon Musk sent warning text to Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal, according to reports. 7 members of Japanese team test positive for COVID-19 at Athletics Worlds. FC Barcelona announces agreement to sign Lewandowski for Bayern Munich. Those are the headlines. Now for the local stories for the day. The tropical situation developing in the Arabian Sea will affect Oman's weather from today till Wednesday, the Civil Aviation Authority said. The CAA said in its latest alert, weather maps and analysis of the National Multi-Hazard Early Warning Center indicate that the tropical depression is located northeast of Arabian Sea near the coastal areas of India or Gujarat. The wind speed around the depression center is estimated between 17 to 27 knots, and it is likely to move northwestward towards the coastal areas of Oman Sea within coming 2 days, with chance of dissipating near Pakistan-Iran coasts. On Sunday, there are chances of rainfall over South al-Sharqiya, North al-Sharqiya and parts of Muscat and Al-Wusta governorates ranging between 10 to 40 millimeters. Wind speed is estimated between 10 to 13 knots, and the horizontal visibility will decrease during heavy rainfall. The sea state will be rough along the coastal areas of Arabian Sea coast with a maximum wave height of 4 meters and slight to moderate currents along Oman Sea with a maximum height of 1 to 2 meters on Sunday. On Monday and Tuesday, the impact of the depression will start to gradually extend towards the governorates of South al-Sharqiya, Al-Wusta with varying rainfall between 30 to 80 millimeters with cloud cover over the Sultanate of Oman with isolated rainfall over parts of Muscat, North al-Sharqiya, Al-Dakhliya, South al-Batana, North al-Batana, Al-Dahira and Al-Buraymi governorates between 10 to 30 millimeters. Sea water is predicted to flow over some parts of the low-lying coastal areas. Fresh winds may blow between 20 to 40 knots. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Water Resources has urged farmers, livestock breeders and fishermen in the governorates expected to be affected by the tropical situation to take caution and ensure safety of their property and themselves. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Water Resources calls on farmers, livestock breeders, beekeepers and fishermen in the governorates expected to be affected by the tropical situation to take the necessary precautions to ensure their safety and the safety of their livestock and beehives and keep them away from the streams of valleys and reefs. In addition, secure transport boats, fishing vessels and equipment in safe places and do not take risks during this period, the Agricultural Ministry said in a statement. The subcommittees for emergency management in the governorates expect to be affected by the tropical situation held an emergency meeting to enhance their readiness for potential impacts. 3 drivers have been arrested for driving their vehicles at a high speed, overtaking dangerously and endangering their lives and the lives of others in Al-Wusta governorate. The Royal Oman Police reports that 3 high-speed vehicles were seized on the main road in Al-Wusta governorate for driving recklessly and overtaking dangerously. The legal procedures will be completed against them. The Directorate General of Traffic calls on everybody to abide by traffic rules and regulations and to make the road safer for its users. Those are the local stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the international news. Stay tuned.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the international stories. A cargo aircraft crashed near Paliokori Kavalas in northern Greece late Saturday. According to Greek civil aviation authorities, the plane operated by a Ukraine-based airline was traveling from Serbia to Jordan. The pilot had reportedly requested clearance to make an emergency landing at nearby Kavala airport due to an engine problem but did not manage to reach it. Communication with the plane ceased almost immediately afterward. The aircraft was already in flames before it crashed, people close to the crash site told local media. The mayor of the affected community of Panjo Philippos Anastasiadis said the plane had been carrying dangerous material like ammunition. He told sources that neither chemical nor nuclear material was on board. Sources reported that it was an Antonov aircraft owned by a Ukrainian company. The AN-12, a Soviet-built turboprop aircraft, was operated by cargo carrier Meridian. The plane crashed on farmland close to two villages that are part of the Panjo municipality. The fire service said in a statement it has cordoned off the crash site. US President Joe Biden on Saturday welcomed the United Arab Emirates' economic initiatives, including its recent free trade agreements signed with various countries, including India. According to the White House statement, President Joe Biden and UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan met on Saturday in Jeddah in a bilateral meeting during the summit of the United States and the Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) and Egypt, Iraq, and Jordan. He welcomed the UAE's economic initiatives throughout the Middle East and beyond, including its recent free trade agreements signed with Israel, India, and Indonesia, as well as new investments in Jordan and Egypt, a White House statement read. The UAE has signed 3 trade agreements this year, one each with Indonesia, India, and Israel. President Biden recognized the UAE's efforts to strengthen its policies and enforcement mechanisms in the fight against financial crimes and illicit money flows. Both leaders highlighted the extensive and enduring educational, cultural, and health partnerships between the two countries. President Joe Biden offered his personal condolences to President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed and all Emiratis on the loss of His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. He congratulated the UAE president on his recent election as president and conveyed an invitation for him to visit the United States later this year. Both the leaders during the summit of the United States and the Gulf Cooperation Council and Egypt, Iraq, and Jordan discussed a range of regional and global opportunities and challenges which require close coordination between the United States and the United Arab Emirates as strategic partners, the statement read. Biden also welcomed the UAE's long-time commitment to global energy security as a reliable and responsible supplier and recognized its leading role in advancing climate action, the energy transition, and developing of clean energy technologies. President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed extended President Biden an invitation to attend the COP28 to be convened in the UAE in November 2023. The dispute between Tesla CEO Elon Musk and Twitter is taking many twists and turns. As per new reports, Musk recently, but before pulling out of the deal, sent a text to Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal on June 28, informing him that the company's lawyers were trying to cause trouble after they sought information on the financial details that Musk was planning to complete the acquisition of Twitter. A few days ago, Twitter sued Musk after they decided to put back out of the $44 billion takeover deal. As per sources, the lawsuit was filed in Delaware's Court of Chancery on Tuesday, accusing Musk of hypocrisy. The lawsuit marks the beginning of what could be a protracted legal battle as Twitter seeks to hold Musk to his deal to pay $54.20 per share for the company. Twitter, which is being repped by M&A powerhouse law firm Wackell, Lipton, Rosen & Katz, alleged that Musk looked for an escape from the deal, which required a material adverse effect or breach of contract. Musk had tried to conjure one of those, the lawsuit stated. Musk announced the termination of a $44 billion Twitter purchase deal in a letter sent by Musk's team to Twitter earlier this month. Musk decided to suspend the deal due to multiple breaches of the purchase agreement. In April, Musk reached an acquisition agreement with Twitter at $54.2 per share in a transaction valued at approximately $44 billion. However, Musk put the deal on hold in May to allow his team to review the veracity of Twitter's claims that less than 5% of accounts on the platform are bots or spam. Those are the international stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with sports news. Stay tuned.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the sports news. 7 positive COVID-19 cases have occurred among Japan's marathon team at the World Athletics Championships Oregon 2022, organizers said on Saturday. The cluster represents 2 athletes, 4 supporting staff of the endurance events, and the head coach of the team. A joint statement from the World Athletics, the LOC, and the Japan Association of Athletics Federation said. In line with the COVID-19 protocols in place for the World Athletics Championships Oregon 2022, and in accordance with Centers for Disease Control and Prevention guidelines, those who have tested positive have already been isolated and will remain in isolation for 5 days, read the statement. Steps are being taken to prevent the spread of COVID-19 both within the Japanese delegation as well as amongst all the teams present for the championships, the statement said. All athletes have been fully vaccinated as a requirement for participation in these championships. FC Barcelona on Saturday announced they have reached the principle of an agreement to sign Polish international striker Robert Lewandowski from Bayern Munich. The player, who will be 34 years old in August, will join for a fee supported to be in the region of 54 million euros, subject to passing his medical and signing his contract, the club's official website confirmed. Lewandowski joins Barca after 8 seasons with Bayern Munich, in which he scored 344 goals in 375 appearances and is considered one of the best strikers in Europe. The striker flew to Barcelona from Mallorca on Saturday morning and expressed his satisfaction with the move. After signing his contract, he will join up with the rest of the Barca squad in Miami. Those were local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.